Good afternoon, I'm Carol Hofstas, Chair of the Capital Planning Committee, and I'd like to call this meeting to order. And we'd take a roll call vote.
Natalie Call present.
Rob Usula present.
Gerald Bazikas present.
Kathy Sparky present.
And Carol Hofstas present. This meeting is being recorded and uploaded to the YouTube. And is anyone else recording this meeting? Hearing none, I'll say no one else is recording. And there are no additions or deletions. We're gonna. Has everybody had a chance to look at the meeting minutes from the last time? From last meeting?
Yeah.
So somebody want to make a motion to, anybody have any comments on the meeting minutes from February 6th?
I make a motion, the meeting minutes be accepted from February 6th.
February 6th.
Okay, good.
I'll second it.
Yeah, you can.
Did I? No, okay.
I'll second it. Oh, wait, I gotta take notes. Hang on a second. I'm behind.
Okay.
Oh, good.
All right.
Good.
We'll take.
Jerry made a motion.
Then I don't feel so bad forgetting about the Zoom.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, I'm good.
Kathy took care of me with the Zoom.
Oh.
So we're good.
What time was it called to order? Was it right at noon?
Right at noon, 12.
Yeah.
Okay, we can vote on this if you want. I'm caught up.
Natalie Call, yes.
Rob Usula, yes.
Gerald Bazikas, yes.
Carol Hofstas, yes.
Kathy Spofford, yes.
Okay, we're a couple of minutes early. We're just waiting for the appointment with the fire chief is at 12:10. I wanted to give him I wanted to give us a couple of minutes to go through the minutes and whatever before he came. So has everyone been able to do their evaluation sheets for the highway, the recreation, and the,
Yes.
what was the other one?
Police.
Police.
Still in progress.
Yeah, but what did I do with them? Oh, I think that. No, that's,
Okay.
yeah.
I don't know if you want to ask as you go through the fire in the, you might be able to fill out the evaluation.
We're gonna need more
I
forms too, aren't we?
think I have blanks. Do I have blanks? I think I have blanks.
I have a blank one here. I can, does anybody need them?
How many more do we need?
Oh, we're gonna need it for fire and for,
Well, facilities is 5, and fire is 3.
so 8 and 40. Oh, I can't do it on here. Oh, something's wrong with that.
Oh, my goodness.
Some job needs to be. Yeah, just this side. Thank you, John. It's good to have an interested party in the audience.
One, two, three, four.
Let's see, does anybody, doesn't look like anyone's online.
Yeah.
Did you have this one, Jerry? That looks like this for the fire?
No, Kathy,
Yeah.
was she,
I
Yeah.
couldn't copy it.
couldn't copy it.
Oh,
I can share with Kathy.
Yeah, that's fine.
Wait a minute.
So much paper.
Well, I know, that's what,
And some's two-sided, some's one-sided, so it's hard.
what did I do with?
and this one, I just paper stuff. One, two, three, four, I just, Memorial Hall, and,
Oh, for Rob's?
yeah, right, the library roof.
If you have your highway, recreation, and police, you wanted to,
Oh, okay.
I had, Geraldine had given me hers, so I just
Why
put
do we
them
only
in,
have
but
three for
I just,
facilities?
if you wanna, while we're sitting here,
Yeah, why do that? Where are they?
What?
I only filled out, oh, no, I filled out this one. Oh, I see what I did. These are the facilities. Oh, these are the ones for later years. I get so confused with facilities. I don't know why.
I kept the ones you gave me. I have a spreadsheet, so I gave it to him to fill in his, he's got his scores for
Okay,
those.
I think I only have.
We could fill those
I
in.
have to, right. So you've got mine. I
Yeah.
gave you
One.
Yeah.
And this is one.
Yeah.
Oh,
For some reason I'm missing.
thank you.
Need you kids. Facilities when he gets here.
Hopefully he gets here, or it comes online.
Well, facilities isn't until later anyway.
Right, no, Robert is here.
He said he was coming, so. Let's go with this. What are you looking for? Yeah, I did mine pencil and I don't have a pencil.
Okay, what do we do if he doesn't show up?
I think maybe we could, start going over the things from last week.
Yeah, we'll go over
Take it out of,
take it out of context, stop the.
yeah, just, unless you want me to see if Rob's in the building.
I think Rob is here.
If,
He was, so, I mean, we could do that if
well,
Gary
we still
doesn't.
got another minute.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to give him a few minutes, so.
Yeah, I mean, he did an extra 5 minutes. Did I mess up? Oh, I did mess up. It should have been you.
if Carrie doesn't, I'm sure Carrie's gonna come in there.
I would think
I would
so.
think he'd be here.
Yeah, I'm thinking he'll be here because,
We need his input on this, as far as the, one of these out.
Here he is,
There he is.
right on time.
hello,
Hi, Gary.
okay.
Wanna join us?
Very
Yeah,
good.
good.
Absolutely.
Okay, 12:10. Okay, we have, it's 12:10 and we have our appointment with the fire chief to go over his, capital request. So I must get your 3 on the sheet, the ambulance,
Correct.
replace the ambulance protective bunker gear in the air pack.
Yep, other than that, I think we're in good shape.
Okay, so these are requests that you're asking us to budget for.
I'll give you whatever information you'd like, or I can tell you the strategy to get here,
Okay.
Okay, yeah, tell us,
whatever you'd like.
you could tell us the
So,
strategy.
the bunker gear and the air packs are required on the NFPA. There is a shelf life of what they are, as well as most of the other emergency equipment, including the engines that we just replaced. The bunker gear was slated to be done last year,
Yes, I kind of remember
I
that
do
from
remember
last
that,
year.
yeah.
Yep.
and it got cut. So last year, whether you want big picture or detail, doesn't matter. Our budget was cut by about 225,000. So the impact is noticeable.
Mhm.
Outside of your purview, we've also, of course, we all have that hiring freeze. We're down 2, including an assistant chief, so the succession plan is no longer.
Okay.
And it will compromise a variety of things, and I don't know if people know or care, but it's my job to tell you, when fire trucks and ambulances can't get there, it will affect your ISO. And the ISO will affect everyone in town. So we are trying to actually lower the ISO rating, which would be a good impact for everyone's insurance. I don't know what this bunker pants will, and it's not a complete set for the entire department. It's just a group of them. So air packs are 4,000 to 10,000, depends on the amenities that you get in them, and call it $5,000 without helmets and boots on your bunker pants and gear.
Okay.
So the bunker pant one is really something that's staring us right in the face right now,
So would you consider the bunker gear your number 1 priority?
unfortunately.
Okay,
Okay.
so let's put that down as number 1. And what's number 2?
Number 2 is gonna be a showstopper, the air packs.
Yeah.
And we can probably get another year.
Okay, you might be able to get another year out of the air
We might
pack.
be able to- They go through testing and a variety of things to see if you can buy a little bit more time, but we're getting close to the end. That number was put in by one of my predecessors, and I haven't adjusted it, not knowing what the volatility is of those tanks. Now we get heads-up displays, we get a variety of things that are on the mast, whether or not we need those or we don't. So we may be able to adjust that number, but I've left that number alone, which has been there, say 8 years. We've known that this date is coming, and we're here.
And what about the ambulance?
So the ambulance, we're in good shape on ambulances right now. We've got 2. The third one has been agreed to at town meeting and is coming online, probably next month. And
Okay,
with our volume of work, we really need to run 3, because if we're down 1 and we can't adequately hit it, we do 1,700 runs a year right now. Vaguely of that, it's 11 to 1,200 is medical. So you could divide that under 365 days. There's multiples. This one, we had 2 out at the same time, which is very common. So we will need the third. The one that's gonna be replaced, same as the fire trucks, getting over 100,000 hard miles on it, and it'll need to be replaced. That's our A1. It's 2 to 3 years to get them. I have put it in play, and right now, the manufacturer needs to be able to know if we're going to move forward or not to keep our slot, and if we don't, we lose our slot, and it'll add another year plus on top of it. So if we keep that slot, we're looking at, it says a year, but it's really, I would guess it's 2. They haven't been able to deliver them on time. So that ambulance is gonna need to be replaced.
So if we couldn't replace it, if we didn't have the funding now for that ambulance, it would be pushed off for another year.
Yeah, and I think we can afford it. Depends on, I've never been one to be a diplomat, and I have no desire to be. But if they leave our receipts account alone, we can fund it.
Okay, it could come out of the fire
Yeah.
fund.
So when I started, we were around $450,000 a year in income generating. We're already at almost 700. I think we could hit between 900 and $1 million a year, and that's an internal thing that we do. That's how we manage it. And if we can continue with that, the cost of the town has maintained in the past 10 years pretty close to what it's at. This year is going to see a bump, because when you run out of money and you try to play catch up, it does cost. But generally, the contributions of the town have been around $800,000 a year, and it's still going to maintain pretty close to that. But I think that we could potentially afford it, not knowing what medical insurance, Medicaid, Medicare, all is going to do for its contributions.
I have a question, Gary. Is this, the ambulance, is that fully equipped or?
No.
No, it's not.
So we got an ambulance, good question. We got an ambulance that's coming in right now, was 375,000 with an escalation clause. It went to 425.
Right, yeah.
By the time we're done outfitting it at the level that we're at 600,000. Big money.
Yeah.
But I don't know when you'll have your recommendations on this. But I will also tell you that when we start to play around with some of these numbers, or we play around with these resources, our income will drop. Because we can't provide at the level that's required of us. So the only reason we're generating what we're generating is because of what we have
Is
on.
what you have.
Any questions?
When will you know about the grant? There was a thing here for the grant for the air pack.
We're looking all the time. The grants are going away.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Question on the ambulance. So you said you have 2 ambulances now, the third is on order. So this one would be replacing one of the 2?
One of the 3. So we've got 2 ambulances in play now.
Yep.
A1, A2.
Yep.
A3 will go into service
The new
in the month of March. We'll be running 3 ambulances. We end up doing less with Pepperell, and good for them that they're doing better. But we still do a lot of runs into Groton, Ashby, Townsend, and of course, as needed, our true mutual aid partners are like Lunenburg. So, we're held together right now with a shoestring because we've lost some help. But I also think the townspeople voted for it, and I take my job very seriously to be able to deliver. But there will be a day that someone could be hurt or dead because we aren't able to provide that level of care. And it won't be on my watch. It'll have to be directed by those that say that we're not gonna do that. So we'll have 3 ambulances that should be able to provide us 2 on the street all the time.
Gary, how do they figure, how long a life of an ambulance should be? How do they figure that?
Well, it's easier on a fire truck. It's 20 years.
Okay.
The new trucks that we've got, because they're stainless, because of the
Right.
new things, we should get 30. So we've stepped that up a little bit.
Right,
On an ambulance, it's gonna be mileage, it's gonna be use, it's gonna be abuse, it's gonna be make sure you don't have any accidents, a variety of
Right.
things. And you have a state inspection. It's like a mobile emergency room every year.
every year. How old are the ones we have now?
Less than 5.
Okay.
They don't, you'd be surprised, they take a beating.
Oh, I know they do, yeah. I've been in them.
You know, they stop, and it's quick accelerations. We've learned a lot about them.
Mhm.
When we're changing our engines to gas instead of diesel, not just because they're $10,000 cheaper, but a diesel should run longer, a diesel should run hotter, and doesn't have that ability here in Townsend. So we're hoping to get more engine life out of them by going back to gas, even though gas is more expensive.
But you get more engine life out of it.
I think we do, yeah, so maybe 5 years. And right now it's we've been waiting 3 years for this ambulance.
Right. Wow.
And there are communities around us that only have one ambulance.
And
When do you expect to get it?
Which one?
The one that's coming in
March.
March? Oh, so it'll be here soon, okay, and, but then you have to outfit it,
We've got to get that done.
okay.
We did that last year with the grant from the Neshoba Fund,
Oh, okay, good.
$175,000.
Okay, so when you get it, it'll be fully operational.
This one is all set.
Okay, good.
But I truly believe, and, you know, the reality of it is, and you all at this table know it, that, folks like to throw rocks. And if we are left alone, we should be able to fund it on our own.
Okay. But that's just for the ambulance, not to have it outfitted, or is that for everything?
Could be everything.
Okay,
But mark these words, the more we meddle with what we can deliver for a service will impact the cash flow,
Mhm.
which will impact the ability. And the worst thing that could happen is to approve something, take our cash away, and then have it fall back on the town or disrupt the program down here. There is not a town in the area generating what we have.
so you think if we leave the cash flow alone, we'll be okay?
If we leave what?
The cash flow alone,
If you leave the department alone.
yeah. Well, that's a good point.
I've had folks from other departments in town call me and say that our receipt fund is town money and we should give it up. And if the town takes it, that's fine, but if you take it, it's gonna compromise our ability to do our job. The town of Air runs the same amount of calls. They have 4 people around the clock. They run a $2.8 million budget. I got a $1.65 million budget, and we're doing the same thing. And it's only costing the town towns less than $1 million annually. So if I could influence anything, I would strongly recommend, and rumor is that, even though I don't go, haven't been able to make it to a department meeting because of time scheduling, there's a $600,000 to $800,000 difference in the budget in the town. I don't, because none of us know where it's gonna go. Last year was 10 months. If we can understand where we are going to go with this and we can figure out if we're gonna be able to get bunker pants or not, it would be great. But it would be great to be able to book bunker pants and agree to an ambulance, because it's still a few years out, and if we cancel, we cancel. And the air packs, we're gonna do the best we can to find the best deal we can. And honestly, I would try to cut the number in half.
For the ear packs.
I would try to find ways to keep our bottles. We have to have 1 bottle and a spare bottle for each air pack. I would try to find a way to keep spare bottles of what we've already got. So just to give you an idea how this works, the fire across the street at 270, 277.
The auto place.
Yeah. You know, the guy was in the building, they went in, they were able to grab him, they were able to get him out, they were able to get him on air, and we can't do that unless we have the right effective equipment. And there will be a time if we don't have those air bottles and masks and regulators, we're not gonna be able to go in the buildings.
Mhm.
So that is the highest priority, but it's not right away. The highest priority today would be the bunker pants at $135.
Okay.
Just for the public's, information, because not everybody knows what bunker pants are.
Well, it should be called bunker gear, but it's fire protective Nomex pants.
Right. I know what they are, but I mean.
And jacket and a Nomex hood and the right gloves,
Mhm.
the right footwear, and the right helmet. Now, we provide a helmet. Most guys buy their own helmets, around $1,000 a piece.
Mhm.
And I will give our guys a lot of credit for that. They will get their gear issued to them from the town, and if your head's not protected, you're not protected. We give them we give them a plastic helmet that's adequate according to the NFPA, but it's not the real protection. Most of them will go with a leather helmet, and they buy it themselves at $1,000+ a piece.
How long does the gear last? You know, what's,
Helmets less than 10. I think gear, Kathy, is 5 to 8.
okay.
I don't remember the last time that was bought. I mean, I've been on,
Oh, what helmets?
no, the pants. When was the last time?
Oh, we try to buy them every year. We try to buy
Replace
But we
some.
didn't buy them last year.
We couldn't buy them.
No,
We
I
need-
know, but we
We
didn't.
push them off enough now that we
Right.
need to
You
have
have to
something
have them,
substantial.
Yeah.
It's important to
It's
protect the
important.
guys.
That's something you have to have.
Anything else?
You have, like gear washers,
We do.
you know?
We have 2. We have one in the harbor station, one in the center station, and we have 2 gear dryers.
Yep.
You're always welcome to come down. You're not permitted to go from the bay into the building with your gear on because of the amount of stuff that's in
Yeah,
them.
contamination.
Yeah.
But if we have a incident that's exposure involved, everybody's gotta strip down and their gear's gotta go right through.
Yeah. I was in charge of renovating all of the Cambridge fire stations,
Nice.
bringing them up to code. So I know bunker gear, I know gear washers, I know all that stuff.
They're doing the central station now, aren't they?
Yeah, for like 400 million.
Crazy money.
Yeah.
You know, if you wanna talk,
But that's
you're
Cambridge,
familiar with
too.
Cambridge? Cause I've trained with a lot of those guys. I've been through
Yeah.
my officer program with a lot of the guys. Cambridge probably has one of the, other towns might get angry because for the amount of people, the amount of equipment, probably one of the best approaches and attack plans. When they have a first alarm, the amount of equipment, the amount of guys, the amount of gear that shows up is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Top
they-
shelf.
They do a
top
good
shelf.
job. All right, thank you.
Good.
Okay.
Yep, Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Will
coming.
you be able to tell me anything that I can have this conversation with the selectmen on the ambulance? I'm not required to get that, but they're pushing on the other side.
Yep. Yep.
Who's the chair?
I am.
No.
We're gonna be having a joint meeting with the select board on the 24th of February.
So maybe the 1st of March-ish.
No, it's the,
We'll be probably trying to make our recommendations to the select board on the 24th.
So maybe by the 1st of March, we'll be able to have something.
Yeah, because hopefully we're gonna get some information from Melissa on what our actual budget is. Because we're not quite sure how much money we actually have.
Well, I think it's great what you're attempting to do, but clearly when we're facing a budget shortfall and a budget that was pretty destroyed in the past 2 years, it's gonna be hard for you.
It is.
So, but anyhow, we're trying to do our part and we're
Yeah.
trying to get as close to $1 million a year in revenue as we can.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank you
thanks,
for your
Gary.
time.
thank you. Well,
Okay, what did I do with it? I think, Rob is coming in at,
There are sheets if anybody
12:30?
needs.
so, does everybody have a sheet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the fire?
this is what confuses me.
This, so I think
This
for,
one's no, right?
right,
So it's zero.
One, this is
right, yeah.
three, this is two.
It wouldn't, there wouldn't be
No
any,
cost change.
right. So I think this is more if it's something new.
All right.
So if you add something different,
Okay.
then does it reduce the cost or does it increase the cost? So you might get something that, say, new windows. That would reduce the cost because,
Efficiency.
right,
It would reduce like heating costs.
right. So,
So for that.
but if it's a new vehicle a brand new vehicle that they've never had before.
So it's an increase.
So the police decide they need a helicopter. That would be an increase.
Thanks a lot, Kathy.
Don't give them any ideas.
Yeah, But I was looking at the ambulance as, I don't know, maintenance. Or to replace
Yeah, I
them.
was too, yeah.
I was looking at it because,
Yeah,
the,
well, it's essential though.
well, it's essential, yeah, see, that's the thing, is it essential or is it maintenance?
Oh, right,
Cause you could look at it either way.
right, and it's kind of maintenance because it's replacing one.
Yeah, it's replacing an existing one.
Right, even though it's essential to have.
Yeah, and, but, so,
But it's not like we don't have any, so it's,
Yeah,
yeah,
there's
so,
two and one is old and whatever, but
because I think like the police cars, it's
Yeah, yeah.
maintenance because it's rotating them out.
yeah.
And I think
here,
that's kind of how we do that.
okay, great, thank you.
How are you?
I'm doing. How you doing?
All right, it's,
Happy
12,
Friday.
12:31, and we're going to do our appointment with facilities. The way you have them listed on the sheet, is that your priority rating? I mean, the way you prioritize them?
I did, but, I know one thing from this winter, the library apron,
Is
a
that
couple other
the,
places from the frost,
Yeah,
I'm in trouble over there, so,
is that the library roof?
that's another,
no,
No,
it's,
sidewalk and.
The sidewalk.
oh, the sidewalk, they'll repair the
Actually, the parking
library
lot and all that.
and,
Oh,
senior
yes.
center sidewalk.
the worst I've seen in 6 years with the frost heaves and the ice.
Yeah.
The icicles. I just was at the police station till almost 6 o'clock last night dealing with ice dams, water pouring in through the window trim into the wreckage room.
Oh,
Of
no.
all places.
Yeah.
Yep. So, yeah, I could, my top priority is between the sidewalks over there right now to fix the aprons coming in, so it doesn't cause a tripping hazard, but when the better weather comes, I'm gonna have to try to make a repair with hydraulic cement.
So you have down here $12,000. Is that still?
Is that still good?
I would, I'd probably, cause I lost another walkway over by the island. The frost lifted all the handicap.
Yeah,
Oh,
Um,
those little plates or
Yeah.
whatever they are,
yeah,
those
that
fluffy
lifted up
things?
that, so I was probably elevate that to 16,000,
Okay,
cause it's gotta be repoured.
okay.
And Karen, did mention the other day to me that he was gonna put in for a grant for this building, so, if that would happen, that would immensely help that, line item 7, with the,
heating system.
yeah, the heating system and,
Yeah.
the foundation, the roof. And I guess, what is it, 30 years ago, there was, an overhaul done to this building. I think in the
Was it that
mid-90s.
long? Yeah, 30 years?
In the mid-90s, so that's about the same age as the, police station,
Mhm.
30 years.
So, just say he doesn't get the grant, how critical is the heating system?
Well, we're working right now with Rise Engineering. We've been getting energy grants,
Okay,
so we'll see how that goes, and if all else fails, we're gonna have to come up with something else next round, next
Yeah.
year, and
okay,
I'll have to move things around again.
okay. But how about, what about the windows? Are they falling out?
Well, there was another one on, here that's, was, really important. Well, the sprinkler system is gonna be, it's active, it's gonna be starting next week for this building. To
Is that the
replace
one-
The glycol, that was a capital expense,
Okay,
40,000 last year.
yeah, you
Yeah.
got the money for that,
correct,
right, so they're gonna start working on that.
on the 17th.
Yeah,
For the window reglazing, where am I at? Yeah,
okay, I was looking at repair,
Number 3,
number 3.
yes. Yes, we have to do something about that because Mr. Arsenal, Arsenal and Son Carpentry, right now, they're working, on all the renovation of the building, for the trim, the rotted trim. And the back three corners are gonna be, painted, restained this spring. That contract was roughly 68,000. The problem is there wasn't enough in capital, so, when Nelson signed, the contract, it's gonna leave me coming up with over $15,000 out of this budget, so I'm gonna have to scrape it from everywhere I can. The electric, the leftover.
Wow,
Okay, so you have a contract that's $15,000.
No, it was 68,000, I do believe.
it's short 15,000.
And I'm
It's
short
short,
about
but
15,000.
you're,
I'm gonna have to take it out of
Free
every,
cash or something?
Wow,
well, I don't know about free cash. Unless I ask for what, reappropriation of some funds, or I'm gonna have to take it out of electric. I'm gonna have to take it out of the rest of my,
they could turn the lights off at night.
building maintenance, building supplies, anywhere I can grab the rest of my money from out
So-
of my,
when
So
you-
that's to complete that job, right?
yes.
Okay.
okay, but let me just, because I'm a contracts by trade person, so I always get, so when Nelson signed the contract for the $68,000, why isn't that person ordering that contract that he signed, that he said he could do the work for $68,000?
Well, they're all gonna do it for 68,000, but in the capital, I
You only
only
have
had an X amount of money, leaving me to come up with the rest out of my budget.
Oh, okay,
So he's honoring his,
No.
okay,
Yeah.
okay, all right, I got it.
So the,
was there any, it was grant money or not grant money for that?
That was grant money.
The 68 or the what?
No, it was only 45,000.
45, yeah,
45.
I think so.
Okay.
So there's no more grant money available. We can't put it there, okay.
Yeah,
Okay. So, okay, so just let me ask, so let's go back to number 3, repairing the windows. Is that still up there in your priority?
well, yes, if, for the window reglazing, and then after they get reglazed, I have to protect the windows somehow. I mean, we have, if you look in the Great Hall, we have,
Oh.
interior storm windows when they should be on
On
the
the outside,
exterior
yeah.
protecting.
Yeah,
If you look at the Congressional Church over and at the Commons there, I mean, that's basically what I'm looking for, is that kind of exterior window
Windows.
treatment.
okay.
What is, I don't know what it is over there. What are they using over there? Like a plexiglass?
Yeah, it's.
Is that what it is?
It's kind of like a plexiglass, a
Yeah.
Lexan.
So
And
is
that
That's
will
better-
protect,
it's
is
better
it
than
framed
nothing.
or anything, or is it just
Some, I noticed a frame with a white
trim?
trim around it, and
other
others,
ones are
I
just
think they're
on.
just placed on there, probably drilled and
Probably
secured
drilled in,
somehow.
yeah.
oh, yeah, but, is that gonna protect the stained glass windows?
I would say, yes.
Yeah, more
unless
so
we-
than the outside,
Sure.
more on the
Yeah.
outside than it was on the inside,
Inside, yeah.
because you're getting the rain and the.
Well,
sleet
yeah,
and
all the, yeah, cause
Yeah,
my,
ice,
The
the
elements,
snow.
right.
yeah, because my front door is rotting from all the frame, rain and the snow.
Some of the windows facing on this side in the Great Hall are so bad, if you went out there, you could see in between the lead daylight.
Well, the ones up
It's-
here with
it's-
the wind
they're
blows,
being-
are rattle.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I agree.
those I could put exterior storm windows on. You could come up with something better for the break room.
Oh, okay,
Anything to get more, protection and longevity
Well, not only that, it
until we can get
cuts down
some
the
kind of
heating too, I would
a,
think.
a historical grant to redo the building again,
Now, so
the exterior anyways, to protect the stained glass.
the grant that Karen's going after, is it just for the heating system or
No, I think it would be for the building itself,
for the building?
building itself,
So
and
that
that
might be.
should encompass the boilers itself, if we get the right kind of grant.
okay. But it would mostly be the heating system, and what part of the building would that grant
Well,
cover?
hopefully the grant would encompass, if they come out and look at it and, assess everything correctly, everything could be piled into one
You know,
project.
like the siding and whatever?
Siding's being done right now,
Oh, okay,
and
Oh, like the roof?
in the roof.
Yeah.
The roof is coming up for replacement as well.
Mhm.
That's on
Because the
here.
roof was never
40.
correctly done right. They never used the first 3 feet of the snow and ice.
Yeah.
As you can see in his office is taken in some water. Yeah, so.
They never do, so, yeah.
Mm, you do.
So when do you have, is the roof on your plan for this year?
It's for next
Yeah.
year.
That's for next year.
Next
See,
year.
number 5.
We repair the roof, foundation, and chimney is FY 28. Okay,
Number 9 is a floor cleaning machine, unless we can get somebody can work some kind of a grant for that. That would be for the senior center
to clean the floors over
to
there?
clean the floors so we can preserve it better. It's, the rock salt in there is getting tracked in. It's really
Oh.
doing a number on the floors over there, and I'm trying to keep up the best I can.
Yeah, I know,
I have some volunteers that are, they're stepping up to the plate, helping clean.
Yep,
Um,
Trish and Paul.
Yes.
Trish and Paul.
And then
are
I
there.
also have, Miss Adams that took care of the reading room. So we closed that up for the winter, and, she volunteered, so she didn't lose her hours.
Mhm.
And then
Oh.
she's over at the senior center on Fridays, cleaning the bathrooms
Oh,
in the hallways,
Yeah,
which helps out immensely.
what's in the hallways? Is it flooring or is it carpet or what?
No, it's tile.
It's tile.
It's
okay.
tile. We don't get any carpet until you're in the main part of the senior
Right,
center,
okay.
the library.
Correct.
Then they have this new type of floating floor that's in the
Right.
Squanicook room 1 and 2 on the,
That's for Dean's.
Yeah.
yeah, so,
yeah, because I know Trish and Paul, they were,
Yeah.
cleaning tables and
Yeah.
sweeping floors and.
exactly,
Wow.
yeah. And, the senior center, Elise, she's helping out a lot with the supplies
Oh, good.
to keep down on my budget end, for cleaning, and we swap off and buying toiletries and stuff like that to help let my budget stretch a little bit.
Mhm.
Now we're approaching level spending, so,
Yeah, so repairing the library roof, how critical is that?
well, repairing, there are some sections, that need attention. It is, critical during the heavy rain and the ice melt. We have, roof drains, that they're above the ceiling and they go out through the side and they drain out somewhere, but, I noticed one of the elbows is leaking and it's been dripping. So we had to put a bladder bag up there. It's not really leaking bad, but it's just during heavy rain, and the ice melt. So we're keeping an eye on that, and we're trying to get through until we can get money. I just would have thought there would have been some kind of, warranty on that.
No
It was-
warranty?
No,
No,
no.
okay.
How old is that roof? How old is that?
Well, this has been closed for what, 13 years over here?
Oh, they're over here, okay.
So that building's roughly, I'd say, in the vicinity of 14 years.
Mhm.
You wouldn't think a membrane roof would go, have that kind of issues.
No,
I'd frequently go up on the roof and clean all the roof pits. So none of the, pine needles that are acidic and stuff would go down through there, so.
Mhm.
Last, fall, I went up there and I cleaned out a dozen roof vents and I got like a wheelbarrow load of debris.
Oh, I bet. So my last thing is, given that we have a slim amount of money, I just want to know which are your most critical items on here.
The windows and the
Sidewalk.
walkways,
And
the
the
sidewalks,
sidewalks.
the aprons over
Okay.
at the library.
What about the sidewalks in Memorial Hall?
If I could get some kind of funding for that, we could do that, in-house. I spoke with, Jimmy Smith.
Okay.
And, we could, with Parks and Cemetery and myself, we could, and the summer help with the small light item, I have extra help since I've lost a a part-time worker.
So it's just
We
you,
could do, yeah,
just
and,
you.
and Paul, he's cut in half his cleaning hours.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's, I'm stretched pretty thin, so I'm hoping that we can, buy some asphalt and make our own forms. Or the only other suggestion I could say is we get rid of those walkways going from the back parking lot, those two granite steps.
Mhm.
We'd add extra granite slabs, level that out, pour some soil and grass it all the way. And the people were just gonna have to, if they use the restaurant over there, they're gonna have to park their car and walk around. I mean, that would be and it would cut back on, labor, during the winter, removing snow and ice.
Mm.
So our main walkway would be just the brick walkway coming to the front door.
Okay.
Unless we comply down the road with the, ADA. The only other way I could see that is next to the town administrator, that window would come out and there would be a gradual ramp that would go down and shoot out, so we'd need a partial, tarred walkway to get back to the main brick walkway. But that's what I would say for now, if I could go through whoever, I don't think this has nothing to do with the HTC tarred walkways. I think it's just the main walkways, but that would be my suggestion to save money.
Ground level, yeah.
Either we get the extra money to retire it and take all the potholes out of it and make it safe, or we just tear it up and turn it all into grass again.
Well, if it was tarred, it wasn't, obviously it wasn't a brick walkway to begin with, right?
No, it was, that was after.
So that was an afterthought.
That was an
So that could
afterthought.
go back,
Because I
to
think
grass.
I would like to see it go back to grass.
I think maintenance and, mow the
it's-
lawn and,
If it saves us money over the long run.
Right. And then we would just put up a small type of fence to keep them from walking through, because if we return it to grass, they're gonna park there and they're gonna walk
They'll
right
walk through the
across the
grass,
grass. And I think that's why they ended up with a paved
oh, that
walkway,
could be,
Oh, okay.
because they made a trail through there. So
and that's probably what they would do again.
So I would say is just to return it to grass and put up a small fence over here.
Attractive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would look a lot better too.
Oh, yeah.
I think you're right.
Yeah,
Now what about the brick walkway? Does that need work or?
I put this somewhere in there.
Was it I
My-
think somewhere I read about the brick. Oh, that was on the actual sheet, I think, when you did the description for the replace Memorial Hall sidewalk.
Yes,
I think it was in the description, I think you said,
that's what I would like to do is,
was,
because those are quite dangerous during the winter. They ice up
And
Yeah.
rise up
and
to
then
the,
they start to heave.
yeah,
Proper material wasn't really put in there to start it. I would like to, down the road is, just put a stamped concrete,
I was thinking stamped concrete.
and we could make it look historic.
Oh, yeah,
They have different types of, molds
and
Yeah.
color,
and stamps
And
and color. You
color,
can add pigment to the,
yeah.
Yeah.
The
the
one,
concrete.
yeah,
and I think that would be a lot cheaper.
I did that at one of my houses that I owned. I had a stamped concrete
Right,
patio put
and,
in.
yeah.
and we could make it a rough texture,
Mhm.
so there's more of a grip.
Well, they
Yes,
actually,
it's-
they make one that looks like cobblestone even.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very, very nice looking.
When the building's done,
Yeah.
plus that, I think it would really make the front, it would make it really pop,
Yeah.
make it look nice.
I think so.
Now, is that something that you think should be done like soon?
Well, that'd be nice
For
if we
the
could get that in
front.
for FY '28,
Okay.
if we come out of
Budget crisis?
yeah,
So
you get
you
a
got,
big donor that hits the Powerball.
so, you could put that down for the FY '28.
Yes,
Okay.
those are my two major league items and getting the active, projects completed. I would be quite happy.
Okay.
Take the burden off my back a little bit. And we'll see what Rise Engineering comes up with a plan, to help us out with the heating system, what route we go, whether we go multiple mini splits with heat pumps. We save on gas, but I don't know what
I
it
heard
looks like electric.
I heard heat pumps are expensive to run. They're cheap to put in, but expensive to run.
Right, and you need alternate heat too, but when you get, below like 17 degrees or so outside, then you kind of wish you had a secondary heat source to kick in.
Yeah, because I put electric baseboard heat in my basement, and it's very cheap to put in.
Yeah.
But I can't run it unless somebody's actually using it, because it like triples my electric bill.
Correct, unless you went for that new generation electric heat, they have oil-filled coils in there, and
Oh, yeah, no, I did it quite a while ago,
Yeah.
so,
Because the coils keep it hotter, right?
once the oil's heated in the coils, it stays warm for a
Right.
long time, so it doesn't really call that much.
anybody else have any more questions?
Yeah. No?
No, I think we're good then.
All right,
All
awesome.
right,
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Everybody have an awesome
Thank-
weekend, and
Thank you.
we'll see everybody around following week.
All right, thank you very much. I think we're gonna try to take a pause, so
Yeah.
I gotta go down and get Melissa. She's
Please.
gonna come up and, give us our budget. I
All right,
hope.
no
Bye,
problem,
Rob.
thank you. Bye, Kath. You're welcome.
This is hard. Well, you know, now this makes it hard to fill this out because I take out part of the, you know what I mean? I mean, I like the idea of getting rid of the side.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure that,
Adam won't like it. Next door.
well, I know that, yeah, but it's not his,
Or it's not his
it's not
property.
his property.
Exactly.
And I think people are parking out front anyway.
I think so. Well, I
For the
think
most
so.
part, I
Yeah,
think.
pretty much. I mean,
So. Okay.
No, I don't know what I do with all this stuff. It's too much
I
paper.
could-
Welcome to my
I've got so
world.
much paperwork, I don't know what I'm looking at anymore.
We need, it's like, we need a divider for everything.
Now, I have highway, recreation,
You want me to bring back this is a donut and rocks, right?
So,
fire.
I got fire here.
Oh, this is this. Okay, there's the first one. Okay, I know it's open up. There it is, it's upside
I'll do
down.
one medication.
Okay. That.
So I figured out fire, I guess.
And,
Well, no, I didn't.
Oh, no.
okay, so this. I need to do that.
There goes Melissa, yay.
Recreation, police.
Okay.
Happy Friday the 13th, y'all.
All right, so
Yeah,
this
look
is
at me.
here.
I love that haircut.
Oh, thanks.
We're gonna go to, the budget discussion,
All right,
3.2.
now let me just,
So Kathy, get organized over here.
there's no hope for me. I thought I had it all, but then,
But
now
then
I'm
again,
looking, and
I,
it's like, where did it go?
because, where's our stuff? I have so many pieces of paper,
I
but there
know.
was that email.
I didn't know if you wanted to make copies. So I could if you wanted.
Oh, what was Kiernan's, budget thing?
Oh, I just saw that.
I know he,
Is it this one here?
oh, that's not that.
No?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, it could be that way, but there was one that had the, what is it, 558?
Oh, no,
Hold on.
I didn't see the one with 558.
Was it?
This one was 500, but then when he was here, he was talking
Yeah,
about
but no, he did,
558
he
was-
did send,
Uh,
wait a minute, did I? I was just trying to find, but anyways,
Oh, did you want the door shut or you were good?
Well, it's gonna come out of ambulance.
sorry. Oh, this is the free cash certification, which is $558,000.
So,
Okay,
What's that?
the free cash certification, it's $558,880.
558,
558.
Yeah.
880.
okay.
So that was, that's that number.
No,
Is that higher than we expected?
yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, a little higher.
About
a little higher,
58.
a little bit.
I looked at it, I said, geez, wasn't it like maybe 58,000 more?
So,
So we have, at the special town meeting, isn't there a bunch?
Is free cash articles in the warrant.
Yeah,
Exactly, yeah. 558.
because I'm gonna, I know he said the, snow and ice expenditures are projected a total of 400,000 unless we get more snow. So I would, and he said it could go to 450, so I think I was thinking for our planning purposes, for money spending, we just use the 450 figure because
but how much do they have in their budget
they
to
have
start with? Is it
241,600.
241?
So we gotta subtract that from the 450, say. Because even if we get little bits of snow, they still need to treat the streets, I would
Yeah.
assume.
Yeah.
Even if it's a couple of inches of snow. And I'm not good with math, so.
So 209,000 they'll need out of the 558.
Okay. What did you come up with?
209? Wouldn't that be right? Yeah, 450.
Okay, so Melissa, you're gonna tell us what we can borrow, not borrow, or how does this all work? or-
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you anything.
Okay.
So, the majority of the questions that you guys are asking, I'll start out with this.
Okay,
Are for the accountant, and for the town administrator, and for other committees to decide. I, as treasurer collector, am basically the last person involved in the whole process. I just get told, it was voted on the town meeting, do something, do it. So in other words, borrow it. So I follow the directions of what I'm told. I have not been involved in the budget process, except sometimes giving the town administrator an estimate of what an interest rate, the going interest rate is,
okay,
to kind of give them. Other than that, for budget purposes, I give a spreadsheet that goes all the way to the end. Our borrowing, as of right now, goes the last payments on current borrowing that's already been done, goes to FY 2038. And there's a spreadsheet and there's some hidden columns that goes all the way out. I attached it to the email. And it gives me every year, and whenever there's new debt, I just add it to the spreadsheet, and that's where I get the budget number for the,
okay.
okay? So, really, the process before that, you had some, obviously, you guys had some great questions, but I directed them to, Elizabeth, the town accountant. And in one email, she answered the questions, and I can go over that.
Okay, great.
And then the second email that I attached, we have what is called, our financial advisors. So that most towns do not expect the treasurer collector to be, savvy in borrowing, right? I mean, that's like
Yeah,
8 more
yeah.
years of a degree. And we have a bond council that both work together, and they work together with me. So I did direct, I think, a question as well that you asked to the bond council, our financial advisor is called UFASI, which is UFASI, which is Unibank Financial Advisory something, UFASI. So that was the other one, and I'll go over that as well. So shall I
Thank
just
you.
start with, questions in?
Okay, yeah.
All right, so the questions that came to us, the first one was, do you know if the 31,000 of the highway cat loader lease was taken out of the capital stabilization fund? This is from the accountant, and she says, yes, the 31,100 was transferred to cover the highway cat loader. And she also included a general ledger report showing that that money was put into that general ledger account, which is not, it's in the ATM, annual town meeting article section. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Yeah, as far as leasing versus borrowing, your second question was, what is the balance of the capital stabilization fund? Looks like it was, the report that she attached, shows the balance as 46,531.84. So that is a report from our accounting software, Vadar, and it shows payments to date. So just realize that if the payment hasn't hit, that's not the true balance. You maybe have to rephrase the question. Maybe what is the projected,
What was allocated?
yes,
Yeah,
Yeah.
because last year I would expect about 21,000 to be the balance. So last year, there were, at town meeting, there was, a vote to appropriate about 46 or 51,000 out of the capital that was there last year, leaving very little. So it sounds like something that was approved maybe hasn't hit yet.
exactly, that's what I'm thinking as well. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay, so
So as,
that's the balances of today, but it's not
You got
the
it.
actual balance because there are payments that are coming out.
exactly, so, that might be a great, question for the accountant, and her and I can work together, if you can say, what is the projected, balance based on, what is expected to be expended? Trying to think of the best way to word it.
From town warrant articles.
Yes, there you go, the town warrant
Oh,
articles.
okay,
Because what they'll do is they'll take the town warrant articles and say that you guys, towns that voted 100,000, that becomes the budget number. Or if there's like more than one, so they'll say, okay, your budget is all the town articles, and then your expenses are as they're paid throughout the year, like leases, et cetera.
okay.
But that's more of an accounting. Okay, moving on unless someone interrupts. Or not interrupts. Hi, Don.
Aye.
Happy, Friday the 14th, 13th, and Valentine's Day. The highway department has, the next question on the email from you, Carol, was the highway department has an FY27 request for 310,000 dump truck with plow. Should we consider purchasing outright versus leasing, HW provided financing option at 4.99%? What can we afford, and what is our borrowing capacity? So that led me into talking with UFASI.
Okay,
Alright,
yeah,
so we'll go to the next one. So, hi Melissa, it's from Derek Bauer at UFASI. It says, affordability is really something the town needs to determine internally. It comes down to what level of tax impact or annual budget commitment your leadership is comfortable with. So yeah, so we all know it all circles back to the budget.
Okay.
So I've attached, he attached the most recent debt statement on file, for the town, which is, for him was 6/18/25, so the end of last fiscal year. As of that date, the remaining borrowing capacity was 70,226. Oh. 70 million.
Oh,
Got two commas, I'm like 70,000, sorry, my bad. $70,226 and 230, 70, comma, 226, comma, 230. 70 million and change.
oh,
I know, I was reading it 70 because I was skimming it.
okay.
So that's your borrowing capacity,
City.
but it, you know, you
Well, that
still.
doesn't necessarily mean you should do that.
Exactly,
Right.
it just means that's your cap, at this time based on, for example, Elizabeth said, Melissa, whatever, the borrowing capacity is a formula of the town's EQV. I don't know what that is, I forgot to look it up before I got here.
That's okay.
Equalized value, something or other, versus the current authorized debt.
Yeah.
So that's the number that the FASI gave us in answer
Okay,
to expand on what the accountant and what you were asking, what is your
borrowing capacity.
borrowing capacity, and it's a formula, and FASI gave us, did the math for us, and it's 70 million.
Okay, but that's,
I don't know if that makes anybody happy or not, but that's,
well, no, I guess what
you gotta balance it with what the tax
the
rate.
budget, well, yeah, but.
So- do we have any loans that are going to be paid off this year so that if we were to stay within the budget and we have payments that equal for this year $1 million?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got that all, that's what the spreadsheet is.
Oh, okay.
So the spreadsheet tells you when something falls off the radar, it goes to zero. So for example, it's hard to read, but if you have a spreadsheet like it, let's say 29, the 29, we're gonna pay off that line, and it goes to zero, and it reduces the debt. So every year, there's hidden columns of others that fall off. However, for next year, FY '27, because we had new debt, 2.1 million, per ATM, the FY '27 went up 37,000 and change. So normally, Kathy, you're absolutely right, as we retire debt,
Mhm.
you know, remember what you did? You retired?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, so I thought.
Yeah,
Right,
Remember that word? So
whatever.
when you retire the debt, yes, every year, not only is debt retired, but your payments, maybe your principals might stay the same, but your interest goes down, like your mortgage payment.
Yeah.
So you should always, you know, you would hope that, you know, oh, every year somebody's gonna retire, the interest's gonna go down, and it's not gonna go up. Balance that with what you vote on for new debt, and that's what happened. So there was some new debt, or debt, for example, there was debt in an ATM article that for the 2 fire trucks. Now, they didn't get bought and paid for. They weren't expected to be delivered until October, November, like 2 or 3 months ago. So I didn't borrow the money because I didn't borrow it 3 years ago when I didn't have the product and didn't need the money because we would have been paying interest. So that got borrowed like last year, the year before, whatever the dates are. So it's and then there's things that if it's less than 2.5 million, like the 2.1 million I referenced a minute ago, that I did in October, of last year. Don't quote me, it's all in the spreadsheets. So if that was a short-term bond, so every year we go out to bid, and you can only like do that for like 2-3 years tops without starting to pay principal. So you could borrow for 2 to 3 years. I'm sorry if it might be 3, but the year you borrow it and then 2 more years after that, you don't have to make, payments on the principal. You only have to make payments on the interest. And actually, you go out to bid every year, so some other bank buys it, your 2.1 loan, and your interest rate might change, but either way, you can't keep doing that forever because everybody would be doing that. And the law says no. At some point, you just can't keep rolling over the
That's
debt.
not good business sense. I don't
So something that happened, 2-3 years ago, short-term bond, I'll have to start paying principal on, a couple of years. And that, the 2.1 million isn't in, that spreadsheet for anything past 2027. Okay. Then, that spreadsheet's really, really helpful, it's hard to read. And then you guys were asking, what can we afford? I can't answer that, that's based on all the data that you're gonna get and talking to someone else. So that's where I'm like, I can't advise you, on that one, that's not me. The last one was, short-term rates through the Mass State House Note Program. Not that I wanna give you a full lesson of being a treasurer collector, but that's kind of like, there are ways you can borrow, short-term bands, you can borrow from the state, which is a state house note, you can, through that, anyway. The State House Note Program, if we were to go that way versus a bond, everybody thinks of long-term bonds, short-term bands, right? Think of the State House Note as a short-term band. They're currently around 3.4% to 3.8%. So if it's something under like 2.5 or under 2 million, your choices are a short-term band or a State House Note. So, that's roughly where the interest rates are at this time for something that's not going to be a long-term bond. Like a 20-year bond, a 15-year bond, 30-year bond. Just for the record, the attachment gave a debt statement that looks like this, and it is showing you guys the calculations, the calcs that got us to that 70 million number. It was on the attachment.
We get that forwarded.
That's her job.
Okay,
Carol, I gave it to Carol yesterday.
okay, all right, thank you.
Did you give it to me?
Yeah, I sent everything with all the attachments.
You know what?
Send it to,
Yeah, thank you.
I'll look it again, because my computer's weird sometimes.
oh, I'm sorry, I was gonna ask if anybody wanted copies. I can certainly make copies right now. You sure?
Yeah.
As soon as I get back to my desk, I have
Let me-
your
yeah.
email, but I don't know about you guys' I don't know anybody else's email. So, yeah, I sent it yesterday.
Did you send it yesterday? Okay, I'll go back and look and I can send it out. And if I didn't get it, I'll let you know, yes, or otherwise I'll. Cause
So-
I hate what my computer does, if I get multiple emails from the same person, it can process them all.
Oh, God, I know. Supposed to be a
And then
lot
it's
easier.
like, then I don't always, you
Yeah.
gotta like,
I can't really get to the one
Look,
back
one,
here.
yeah. So let me go back and
Okay,
if I can't find the attachment, I'll
Yeah.
let you know, and otherwise I'll just send it out to everybody.
okay. Also in the attachment, other than this long spreadsheet, is the FY 27, 20, and FY 26, 27 omnibus with the numbers plugged in for, interest and short-term and long-term. And that's the breakout of the FY 27 budget. There's also a line item for $10,000 for short-term ban, interest, last minute, something happens, you guys vote something and I need to borrow right away, and it's a short-term ban. Like, if I don't, like, something comes up in May and all of a sudden you got, someone puts a warrant on and wants to borrow 500,000 that we didn't know about, we always put in the budget $10,000 in a separate line from debit and interest to cover the cost of a short-term ban for the initial year that we borrow. So you'll find that the debt number from this longer spreadsheet is plugged into the omnibus budget broken out. So that's where I got, and then those figures are taken out from the actual loan itself. I have a debt schedule that's given to me by UFASI, and I just take all of those documents and plug them into a spreadsheet, and that's what that long thing is. Did that answer your question, Kathy, about, projecting year to year?
Well, from what I can tell, we're
Going up to 38.
screwed.
Yeah, like, if you guys are, exactly, like.
Unless we have a other
Yeah.
funding source.
Yeah.
With basically nothing.
Exactly, and the previous town administrator, did direct me to, or kept asking, Melissa, can we do something about, the terms of a bond or the short-term ban? And the only way to affect that is by renegotiating, or, that's not the word. Renegotiating and saying no. So something has a 20-year useful life, a cat, right? Not a meow cat. The cat.
Yeah.
And we maybe have borrowed on it, saying that it has a 10-year useful life. And there are certain things that can be like, okay, you can say it's 15-year useful life or 20-year useful life, certain things. But really the borrowing that's done through me with UFASI and our bond council is all about getting the best deal and doing it legally. And, sometimes you don't want to borrow 20 years for a cat. You want to pay it off in 10 years. You know what I mean? So, and I know that's where you guys are at in terms of, I believe, do you want to lease or do you want to borrow on it? All depends on who you negotiate with the lease terms. Would it be better? I could do a scenario on a debt, but again, realize I do what is called bundling. Like those American pickers, they go in and they bundle. So if there's certain things I don't need to borrow right away, or I haven't borrowed yet, and all of a sudden another vote comes through, even though they're different fiscal years, I'll try to group them all together to get a better interest rate. So there are certain things to help. That's a lot. I think I covered everything, but yeah, you'll like the email we'll have. I think that was it on your questions for what can we forward with it. Yeah.
Okay.
Any questions that you can think of? And if there's anything that you'd like me to, if I leave and you've got more questions,
We know where to find you.
Yeah, I do respectfully request that you, send them to Elizabeth and myself and copy Karen. Not that he's involved or anything, but he is my boss, and I don't really do anything without letting him know, and for the most part, again, when it comes to balances in accounts and stuff like that, that's all the accountant. I don't know if I should take this opportunity to kind of, I think you all understand the difference between what a treasurer does and an accountant, or you'll learn by the end of this fiscal year if you keep asking me, because like 80% of these questions were for the accountant and not me. So I'd rather, let's send it to both of them, both of us, Elizabeth and myself, because she's getting, that's what she gets paid for. So I just turned around and forwarded it to Elizabeth, and she, responded. So, and I, she's in Florida, so I said, yeah, I'll, come here. Okay, Q&A or? I think okay, just for the record, I had 2 of those donuts. In case you were wondering, right, Kathy's looking at me like I have 5 heads. She doesn't really talk like this all the time.
All that
sprinkles.
sugar. Did you have the
Sprinkles.
heart-shaped donut?
No, they came afterwards, but I was here You know, for the first round. Yeah, for the first round. It had sprinkles, and I'm diabetic. So I'm like, oh,
boy.
Oh, good. So you weren't beeping all
Yeah.
night, were you?
I'm ready to cry out. But yeah, you guys got your work cut out for you, don't you? Yeah. So
Mhm.
I haven't seen the capital, or been watching any of your meetings, but
They're
what's
interesting.
the number that you guys have so far for requests? A lot?
400 and, no, more than that, actually. That was for just
That
raw,
was just,
oh, we have a lot.
The total
Yeah, the
number?
total so far
It's
was.
2 point something million
Yeah.
dollars.
So if you were just to, off the cuff, take the interest rate, and say I borrowed it this year, and you had no payments for 27 and 28, in 29, you'd have to do principal plus interest, start paying principal plus interest on 2 point something million, if it ended up being a short-term, ban. If it ends up being a bond, you know, again, we're on the cusp when it comes to 2 million, 2.5, whether it's a ban or a bond, short-term. So if it's a short-term ban or state house note, you could get away, you legally, don't have to pay interest for 3 years, but you count the year that you borrow it. So you're talking about 29, 30, for the principal, you wouldn't have to pay. So you say you take 4% interest on 2 point whatever million, you know, that's what you would expect to pay in 27, 28. So if you're looking to what you can budget, you know what I mean? Obviously there's no money, period, in the story, but if you were to fantasize and, you know, live in a fantasy world.
If we're gonna play the lottery.
Yeah, if you were to, you know, anonymous benefactor, you know, that's where you do your calculations of what you can afford, is based on that. If it comes to be about 2.5 million above and it's a long-term bond over 20 years, you know, again, it would be principal plus interest. So you would take the, bond and divide it by the number of years that you borrowed, 10, 20, 30, that's your principal. And then on top of, and I could do a spreadsheet where it's, okay, here's the principal, it's the same for every year, and then the interest on this, blah, 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 is whatever, 4%, the next year it's less what you paid in the year before, you know, you do the 4%, and I could calc out till the end of the bond what the payments would be. With short-term bans as well, the first 2 to 3 years, and I'm just gonna say 3 years. First 3, no, I'm gonna say 2 years. First 2 years, you don't pay principal. When you go to pay the interest, there's a calculation where it's like, you have to divide by 3 years, not 5 years, the principal. So, you know, I could calculate the principal out as well. I've done that calculation before. So when you guys are looking at what you can afford, and you know the answer is nothing, but you know, if you wanted actual numbers, you know, you could give me what you're thinking of approving, or ask me to do some scenarios, you know, math stuff.
Some stuff.
Yeah.
Very good, thank you.
Yeah,
thank you.
Yeah.
You guys keep up the good work. Have fun.
It's not fun.
And, yeah, Friday 13th, good job.
Yay.
And happy Valentine's. All right, guys.
Happy Valentine's.
Thank you,
Well, I hope I
Melissa.
was helpful.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome.
I'll see you when I get
Yeah.
back. I'll see you when I get back.
Yeah, yeah, you know that.
Oh, of
Bye,
course.
guys.
Bye, Melissa. Thank you.
So much proof I can't.
The stuff I'm looking for. Yeah. Okay, in the folder.
So has anybody been rating them as we go along, or are you gonna take them home and think about it, or
Yeah.
what are we doing?
I'll do, I'm gonna think.
Well, but we still don't know how much money we're dealing with. That's the thing that,
We really
so
don't
we just
know.
rate them and then
I think we just
take it from
rate,
there?
I think we rate them, which means we probably need to,
Did you rate yours?
I can't even find them all. My papers are just everywhere.
Mine are paper.
Yeah, I'll just have to figure out the fire, the facilities, I'll just rate them all.
Well, you know, the thing is, where it gets confusing now is the facilities. Because if we do this, it's one thing, if we do that,
Well, but the
another.
facilities, he said, the,
It's important,
his, basically his, number one is the,
heating,
number
No,
one is the
sidewalk.
library and senior
Yeah.
sidewalk.
library,
And that's gonna be 16K instead of the 12K.
16, yeah.
Okay.
So I have my recreation one, but I can't find that. I can't find the police one.
And it's there. Yeah.
Well, he said the windows were number one and the.
No, the sidewalk was number one and the windows was number two.
Alright.
Because the sidewalk has to be, that has to be done. Because that's a safety.
Yeah, liability, yeah.
Yep, so,
And the windows are two.
and the windows were two. The heating system, he's looking for a grant.
Yep.
And then kind of said the roof could be put off a little bit. And then we talked about the Memorial Hall doing the grass seed instead of the blacktop or whatever.
Yeah, sidewalks,
Sidewalk.
yeah.
So I think, cause we have to make recommendations to the select board. Make motions and make recommendations.
So the sidewalk was first.
Yeah, cause that has to be done. I mean, we have to pay for that no matter what. Because we can't, I mean, I go on Wednesdays to the senior center and, you know, between the walkers and canes and people that should be
That
on
has to
walkers
be done because that's a lawsuit waiting to happen.
happen.
Oh, it
And
is.
people that should be on walkers or canes and don't use them.
She forgot something, another donut.
How do you do this?
So I just forwarded, the email of the attachments to Carol and Natalie, because those are the only people I knew their emails to.
Okay,
And two, you should have told me I had lipstick on.
I didn't,
I did notice.
Oh, you didn't smile?
I don't think you did.
Okay,
Thanks, Melissa.
all right.
Wait a minute. So, okay, so the sidewalks or something have to be done. So when it comes to affecting and operating maintenance costs, it doesn't reduce,
Oh, okay, looking at the
yeah.
facility.
Yeah,
sheet.
see, this-
Okay,
This drive,
all right, so
So you're looking at facilities.
if you're
Yeah.
looking at facilities and repairing the library and senior center sidewalks.
okay,
So
so it's
say
essential,
It's essential.
right?
So
High
priority
ranking,
ranking is very high,
high ranking, okay.
high ranking. I think when I looked at his sheet, the,
So 20 years, you'd say
No,
the sidewalk
it was
was
10
20
to
years?
9.
Yeah, she
19
said
years.
10, yeah.
he said 10 to 19, 10, so I put 10 to 19 years.
Yep.
Okay,
Now, affecting and operating and maintenance costs, I didn't really know.
that's,
I was
I
gonna
think
say,
it's
confusing.
cost and change because it's not gonna cost anything once it's put in.
Right.
it's not gonna reduce costs or
Okay,
increase, or
right.
just that, so that gives 10, 20, 30, I guess. No, with zero, no,
no, doesn't.
no.
10,
10,
27.
5 and 5,
30.
Where'd you get five?
The thing is, we need to do these separately, right?
yeah.
Because
Oh,
if somebody
I'm
else
sorry.
has a
Okay.
different opinion,
Opinion.
and then
Yeah,
that's.
so everybody do whatever.
Okay, all right,
yeah.
whatever you want.
And then we can,
But that gives you an
That
idea
gives you an idea,
how to
exactly.
do it.
Right. Hmm. Thought I'd give this a pencil.
So are we rating Memorial Hall sidewalks or?
What did he say about that? Was he gonna,
Because if he tears it up, he's gonna do that.
he's gonna do that,
put
that,
grass
he
and, yeah.
was gonna put the grass, so put it down like low priority? I don't know how we do. So would it be improve efficiency instead of maintenance? I mean,
Yeah.
essential.
Yeah.
Instead of essential, would it just be
I think it's,
improve efficiency? I don't know, that's a tough one.
We have to put a fence up too.
Yeah.
I'll go back on that a little bit. Are they looking in on a grant for the library roof? Or does
Uh,
that fall
He
under?
didn't say that, he
He
just
didn't
said he
say
was
that?
looking for the grant for the, replace the heating
Yeah.
system, but I think he said the library roof could go to next year.
Okay. Well.
What did he say he wanted?
So where are we on the agenda then? This,
Oh,
what's this here? I just wanna know, because that way we can.
we're on the, 3.1, discuss and evaluate capital
Okay,
requests.
so, I'll do that. Okay.
I'm overthinking it.
I think I am too.
Yeah, I'm overthinking it.
Okay, so one of these due in at the next meeting next
I'm gonna give
Friday.
you mine. I'm done, I was gonna give you
Yeah,
more. I'm done.
Okay.
I'm just making sure I have them all.
I will get to mine next week. That's right now.
Okay, because I think
Yeah, I can.
We need it before then.
we need them before the 24th,
They'll
right?
have for
Oh, yeah, that's week after, right?
2 weeks from now.
Is that 2 weeks from
Yeah.
now? So we should meet next Friday then?
Yeah,
Okay,
that'll work.
okay,
That'll-
all right, that will work.
That'll
So
work.
everybody have, whatever, okay, and I'll put them on a spreadsheet.
Good luck.
Okay, I'll figure it out. And you'll bring yours to the next meeting now, right? And Veronica's gonna give me hers Tuesday night. And, if you have yours, I'll take them, Rob.
Okay.
And you can give me everything and I'll fix it all up. And I can do that.
Are we supposed to be someplace Tuesday night?
What, Wednesday, is it Wednesday?
Did you say Tuesday night? You're
Oh,
gonna,
yeah, I think what is Tuesday night?
we thought we were having FinCom, but we're not. It's gonna be
No, is it
Wednesday
a
night.
joint meeting with the, select board Tuesday?
No, we had both of them.
There was a joint meeting.
There was only 2 scheduled, and I don't think Board of Selectmen.
I thought there was 3 scheduled.
I don't think Board of Selectmen have anything on.
Oh, okay.
Let me
Oh, she
check.
just said, I'll see you Tuesday night, so I don't know. That's okay, if she gives them to me Friday, then that's fine.
Who said she'll see you Tuesday night?
Veronica. So I just assume, I guess I just, in my mind, when she said that, I thought we had.
Well, we
a
met
board-
with her last Tuesday night.
Yeah, well, she might be confused too, because I'm confused.
Everybody's got so much going on.
Yes.
I'm confused. I still don't know how much money we have, but I guess we'll figure that out.
Okay.
But I still don't
There's
know.
no meeting scheduled for the 17th
Okay,
at all.
at all, okay, all right, then I'll just get them, I'll schedule a meeting for Friday,
Okay.
and, Veronica and Natalie can give us their numbers, and, And I'll remember to do the Zoom to get it through.
We were in Zoom time?
Well, I screwed up, I forgot to.
Oh, I don't mind not being on.
I don't either.
I forgot, Kathy went and got that fixed, so.
Well, Jack did it, yeah.
Jack did it, cause I forgot to request it, so I'll request it,
Okay, so now what did I do with?
I've got so many papers,
I'll just, you know what? Before I get messed up, yours are all written. I'm just gonna put your initials on them,
Sure.
just because.
Oh, there's,
I'll get
this
them,
is what I have to do.
I'll get them,
on your spreadsheet, do you put our initials or name or nothing, or?
I was putting your initials. Or else I could put member, I don't care, but either
what?
way. The
Rating.
spreadsheet, the rating, I was just gonna do one spreadsheet.
Oh,
with
yeah.
Everybody's input. I mean, do you
Well,
want?
you have to average them out anyways.
Yeah.
So I could put initials, I can put member, I don't
Remember 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
care. Yeah, I could do that. It could be anonymous, because it doesn't matter in the end. You didn't give me your things, did you?
Yes,
You did. All right.
I didn't put my name on them.
I didn't either.
Oh, gosh.
Mine's been
Well, I
erased a
guess-
million times, so we very,
Well, I'll be able to, it's just your writing.
yes, it is.
Okay, all right. I guess it doesn't matter, but I'll just, and then they'll figure out yours. Just so I put them in the right call, even if I use member number 1, I'll put it,
Yeah,
put them in the right column.
So can I make a motion to
oh,
adjourn?
wait a minute.
We still
Hold
being
on, I gotta open
recorded?
my notebook.
Are we still being recorded?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so Natalie,
Mhm.
motion to adjourn. Is that okay, Carol?
At 1:42?
Second.
Natalie Call, yes.
Rob Usula, yes.
Carol
I'll
Houses,
take it,
yes.
All right.
Kathy Spofford,
Stop
yes.
call, okay.
All in favor? And what's the time
Okay.
on 43?
Lisa, take them.
Okay, we're all done.